This morning I donated my car. I had to go where we used to live because we bought a house, which I don't think I've shared on here yet. We bought a house recently and my car, basically, we've taken it to multiple mechanics and they've kind of been like,
we can try to work on it, but I don't think it's going to work.
Which is really not something you want to hear when you're trying to go get your car fixed. So it's kind of at the point of just like accepting my losses. Like, okay, donate it. Whoever wants to work on it can work on it, but it's not going to be me. But that brings me to my next point of that we bought a house, which is actually insane. I never thought that I would be buying a house at this age, and honestly I was against it for a while just because buying a house really, it makes you grow your roots where you are, and being someone who has lived in Oregon their whole life, I was like, I don't know if I want to continue that. I want to experience other states, maybe even other countries, like who knows. I've just never wanted to stay here, not because I don't love it here, I do, but this world has so much more to offer than one place. But I am very grateful for the opportunity to be able to buy a home because it's a big accomplishment at 25. And something I've really been like needing to practice and trying to practice is just mindfulness, because I am obviously grateful for this experience, but I feel like I always have something to like complain about. And that's not a great mindset to have. I feel like I just need to really pause more often, be grateful for where I'm at. I am always trying to think about the next thing, like, oh, we bought a house, well, now I need a new car, and now I want to tear down this wall and do this because I don't like this part of the house, and I want to do this to the house. And it's like, okay, slow down. You just moved in. Allow yourself to acclimate and then maybe start thinking of those things. So just something I've been trying to practice. I encourage everyone to practice mindfulness, not even just in like where you're at in life, but even when you like go to an event or hang out with family, like just being present. I have noticed myself just always thinking about the future, even if that's an hour from now or tomorrow. I have a really hard time being present. And that's something I'm practicing. I am getting ready for the day, but not for anything in particular. I have a lot of school I need to get done. Sometimes I feel most productive when I have myself put together. The products I've been using so far, because I have not been sharing them, are Dr. Athea 345 cream. First time using it, I have no idea what it's like. This is the Kiehl's under eye cream, but the writing is gone. So, and then for sunscreen, I'm using the Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum. I've really been trying to not put too much on my skin because I've been breaking out recently. Something else exciting to share with you guys, I recently got a job. I'm using the Merit Beauty Complexion Stick for my base. This is what I like to use when I'm just not doing a lot. I don't want a heavy foundation. It's really like a concealer, but I just kind of put it everywhere. This was my first time like doing makeup on my channel, and I have to say, first, I didn't really intend for this video to be fully me just talking, but then I was like, oh my god, I have so much to talk about. So I like didn't really think to set anything up, but I also want people to know that like I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup. This was really just like an easy way to chat with you guys, with whoever is watching, and give life updates while not just like sitting and talking to the camera. Back to the house stuff, we have been really slow at like making this house our home. Like, this is my office, and as you can see, there's a giant air mattress behind me. My desk is a mess, and there's like nothing on the walls. So it's been a very slow process. The one thing we did do was our bedroom. We painted it blue, which was a little bit more blue than I had intended, but it's fine. And then we were lucky enough to have Quince reach out to us and send us some things for our bedroom, which was very sweet of them. They have super high quality products and they're at a very reasonable price point. And that was really what we were looking for when trying to put together this bedroom. With their products, they cut out the middleman, so that's why they're able to keep their pieces cheaper while still having like those high quality fabrics and materials. We ended up going with 2 different sheets through them. And then we also got a quilt. With our new house, we don't have AC except for just like the window units, so it gets pretty hot in our room. And so we went with a quilt because way better than the duvet in the summertime, and I loved the color. I got it in Fig, and I'll put all the links to everything down below. And then I also ended up getting some towels from them because we have had the same towels for way too long. And so when I saw the towels on the website, I was like, I will be needing those. New house, new towels. For my eyeshadow palette, I'm just using the Naked 2 palette because I like that it has a variety of different things in there that I can use. Need to readjust. See, I'm currently sitting on my floor. The goal eventually is to not have to do my makeup on the floor. Today I just have a lot of school that I need to get done. If you didn't know, I am currently in school. I'm slowly but surely getting my degree, and I recently switched my major. I was doing marketing, and then I was like, marketing is not really creative enough for me. I mean, there's definitely creative avenues within marketing, but when I first signed up for that degree, I was like, oh, perfect, because I love social media, so marketing will be great, which is true. I could definitely stick with it and still follow the career path that I have been, but I really wanted to do something more artsy, I guess I'll say. So I recently switched my major and applied to university, because I was doing community college before. Applied to university, and I'll be doing design and innovative management. The bronzer I used is the Hoola Benefit. I've used this since high school. She hasn't failed me. And then I'm using the Merit Beauty Raspberry Beret Cheek Balm. I'm really excited for this degree, to be honest. I have no idea where it's going, like how it's really going to change my career path. I don't really think it will change my career much. However, I do think that it will kind of change how I think in a way. And I think it's important, if you're paying this much for school, that you actually are interested in what you're learning. And then for eyeliner, I'm just going to go in with the Naked 2 palette and just combine the shade Primal and Undone and just do like a very faint wing. One thing I will say about going back to school at my age, not that it's really even that late, but it is definitely different. Some of the bigger things that I've noticed are just the fact that I'm not like the youngest in a room anymore. When I first started college, when I was 17, I was like a baby, and everyone in the room was like parents and business professionals and whatnot, and I felt so out of place. And now it's like the opposite side of things. I will be in a class with someone and I'll be making conversation, just like talking about assignments, and then all of a sudden I'm learning that these people are 17, and I'm like, what? As my degree goes on, I feel like that will happen less, but still, it was just like kind of a culture shock for me to go from like one extreme to the other with the type of break that I took. Like, I stopped going to school when I was 18, and then I started again at 21, and then stopped again at 21, and then didn't start again until just the year before last year. My frontal lobe has developed. I'm ready to just like go all in. You can definitely see the shift in how my work has gotten done and the type of work that I've done. I think I just care a lot more now than I did when I was younger. One thing that I still also plan to do, so I'm just cleaning up my eyeshadow now. One thing I still plan to do is selling my vintage finds and my thrifted finds, and the biggest reason for that is just that I genuinely enjoy clothes. I love styling, I love creating, and I want to continue doing that for myself too, even if I start doing it for work and other aspects. I just want to make sure that I'm not losing that part of me, because I truly do love clothes and fashion and styling. A little insight to my new job is that it's in like the home decor furniture industry, which I also love, and I feel like fashion and home interiors kind of go hand in hand, so I think that that'll be exciting. But I just still want to make sure that I am filling my cup in the fashion realm, and part of that, which I'm excited for, is like, since I have an office job, it's like, okay, I'm getting ready for work every day. That's a challenge that I have for myself, and I feel like doing that will be good for me. I lost my lip combo. Clinique Black Honey. I saw that they have a new shade now, which I also want to try. I just wish I had, oh my god, it's right here. Well, thank you guys for listening to me yap today. It's funny because I was just gonna have this be like a segment of a larger video, but now I'm kind of like this is just gonna be the video. Okay, my SD card died. It didn't die, it was full. Here's the full makeup look. Not really that much different, I feel. But thank you guys for listening to me just like talk today. I feel like I really just wanted to kind of catch up and give little life updates, talk about what's been going on in my life, try to practice being a little bit more mindful day to day, and I'm going to go glue myself to my computer for the next 12 hours. Don't forget to go follow me on social media on TikTok and Instagram and see my daily outfits for my new job. Again, thank you for listening to me yap. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys the most, and hopefully I will keep up with this. I typically don't, but you know, sometimes you get a video a month and that's the best I can do, and that's fine. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!